focus on Iran, of course. Should Iranian production or export facilities be struck, or should really any other production or export facilities in the neighboring countries be targeted, that is intentionally or not, then of course we'll be in a situation where the market is going to react. It's going to have to react. I think the first thing that I would say is that if Iranian facilities are struck and production or exports are hit, there's going to be a price reaction, no doubt. But I expect it to be short-lived. And I say that because the facts are that if you look at things in a more broad sense, there is significant spare capacity in the world at this point in time, and that's largely because of the ongoing OPEC plus cuts that we've discussed in this program many times before. I mean, maybe we have about 4 to 4.5 million barrels per day of spare capacity in the world at this point, and a really large chunk of that is down to the likes of Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Kuwait, and even Iraq. So, I mean, what is lost can, in theory, be replaced. The bigger issue is what happens if there's a spillover and we do see energy facilities beyond Iran and Israel get hit. And I'm primarily talking about production or terminals in and around the Middle East Gulf. That's when you'd really see the big supply impact and the big price impact. I think one thing people continue to highlight is this perpetual threat of Iran shutting down the Strait of Hormuz. Personally, I've always considered this to be more of an empty threat than anything else. The bottom line here is that doing so would not only take an incredible amount of resource from Iran that I'm not sure they have at this point in time, but it would also ultimately only make things worse. It would inflame the situation further. It would trigger definitely a reaction out of the other GCC countries that Iran has been trying desperately to improve relations with over the last couple of years in particular.